I'm Liz, and this is Random Workings, and welcome to our latest channel roadmap. So today is January 2022, it's actually the start of a new year, and last time we chatted it was October of 2021, I think it was week 10, and now we're at week 21 of the channel. Our subscriber count has gone up from 7 to 8. Thank you all who have subscribed. I know there's not many of you, but you're still appreciated. If you're new here, we currently have approximately 203 public videos and clips on the channel for you to enjoy. So just a reminder, these roadmaps are not a guaranteed what will happen, they're just a roundup of what I can remember has happened and what my hopes are for after this. It is somewhat scripted so that I don't get completely lost. I mean, I'm still going to get lost, it's me, but let's try. Right, so, like I said, it's week 21 now, and since our last roadmap to week 10, we've had 5 new series start on the channel. For bits, we've had the channel schedule. For plays, we've had the Deathloop and Among Us series. For makes, we've had the graphics series, and for does, we had miniature paintings. Quite a few of those are, Among Us is a let's play, channel schedule is just a regular channel schedule, it's just a schedule, and graphics and miniature paintings and Deathloop are all 30 minutes too, something. We also saw 2 series finish or go on hiatus. We had The Eye of a Landshot, which was a play series, which has gone on hiatus because I wasn't sure about the format, and it was kind of hard to make a skit out of it, which is what my original idea was. And also it's just easier to watch the PUBG rather than a fast-forwarded version. And we also had Making the Brand finish. Now technically, the Making the Brand and the 30 Minutes to Make graphics series are technically the same thing, they just got rebranded and changed. To better... Essentially Making the Brand became a couple of branches. I've only started the graphics one at the moment, but it allows me to work with things that aren't the brand but are graphics based. In terms of on the channel as a whole, a lot of changes have happened again. Hopefully, well, there'll always be changes as I learn to improve and stuff, but hopefully there are less changes happening at the same time, or happening in quick succession. I believe I changed the start and end and the way I was beginning quite a lot, and hopefully all these old changes will finish their phasing periods unless something major happens. So what changes happened? For channel catchment and to ease viewer traversal around the site so you can find what you want easily, I've sorted a recently revealed issue. So I only sorted this last week, I only learned about it the week before but couldn't do anything about it, was that I had been putting videos up and releasing them and no one was getting notified of the release. This was because I was turning a setting off because I was afraid as I was uploading them that it was going to send out a message saying this video's here, even though the video was private, and I assumed incorrectly that when it became public it would then notify people, so I've changed that. The only exception to notifications are clips, because I tend to batch publish clips, and notifications from per channel are limited to 3 a day, I think. I'd have to double check. The other thing I've done is I've adjusted playlist names and descriptions, making them easier to understand. In a sense, I've tried to make it more clear what it is you're going into from just the name. But again, I might end up reworking them if someone says that they haven't found it useful. Examples of this are the renamed Bits series. So Channel Roadmaps is now called Listen to This Channel Roadmaps, and Listen to This, which was the music visualizers, is now called Listen to This Music Visualizers. So the theme of them is listen to something. And then also another thing to help traversal, which probably is more linked to people finding videos is I've added hashtags to descriptions. So if you're looking for something, you can use the hashtags at the bottom, and you should find videos that of the same type. Not necessarily on my channel only, but you know, it's a thing that I found, and I decided I'd put it in there. So if you do hashtag random players, all one word, it takes you to a field where it should show you everything that's random players. Let's see, for channel integrity and better viewer experience, I have put a content warning screen in, and it's an automated context warning screen. This started happening with my Deathleap playthrough, because Deathleap is an 18, so I had to put warning in there. But I found that if I was saying an introduction, then a content thing, then a recap, it was taking too long, so I sort of automated it. It's much shorter than when I was saying it, because I tended to forget what I was saying, or had to remember. And it's at the beginning, and then I can just start the content straight away. This is also why I've stopped saying welcome to Random Workings, the channel where we talk, play, make and do, because there's no point in saying that. You just need to know who I am, what I am, and I've been leaving recaps unless they're really important or it's a series opener to use as talking points while I'm doing the video, because a lot of the time you don't want to sit there for the first 2-3 minutes listening to me say what happened previously, especially if we're in like 10 episodes along. You've probably watched or gone back and watched the previous episodes, so you sort of know what's happening. Or you should maybe be able to pick up what's going on. I might do a recap if I've had a big gap between episodes, but you guys shouldn't have that. It's just my end. Like recently I spent a month not playing Deathleap and then have gone back to it, but you will have the episodes one after the other. The start and end cards, so that's the images at this beginning and end. So the end is where I put the links up, and the beginning is just telling you what's going on, and a very small content warning, which is just a generalised thing. So content warning is on the front of the Among Us ones, but there's no content warning screen because it's a 7. These were adjusted to make them less of a visual mess, because I found that there was a lot of information being shot out and they went on for a great deal of time. So less information is presented to be more concise. So you get the idea of the thing, 30 minutes to play, let's play, listen to this, and then at the bottom you get a splash from which you can figure out what the content is. So you know it's a 30 minutes to play, and then maybe the splash is the Deathleap thing. So you know it's a 30 minutes to play series, and you know it's about Deathleap. And then there's the episode title and the content, but they're sort of, you can gloss over them because you don't necessarily need to care. The end was also edited to allow more options to appear on it. So I think originally I had one video and then the channel subscription button. Now I've got the maximum amount of things on. That was probably explained, I think I explained it in the video at the end of the Making the Brand, where I actually designed it one iteration ago, but I think I edited it again afterwards, which is, you know, a tendency of me. I make a plan, I do the plan, 5 seconds after I've recorded it I change the plan. Let's see, what else? Upcoming changes. This is the thing where new stuff is going to come in and I'll have to visit in. As I said, it's January 2021, which means 2022. I'm gonna get used to that, which means that Christmas has just come. So presents, yay! And one of the presents I got was these gadgets. So these are timer cubes. Previously, for the 30 minutes to play, 30 minutes to do anything, I was using my phone, which was slightly annoying because I'd have to go into the phone, unlock it, get to the timer, then wait a few seconds while I did something, and then press start. I would have to say beep as well, which was slightly annoying on my part, probably slightly annoying on your part, because it just made no sense. I sort of got rid of that by starting the timer as I started the recording anyway. But also then I'd have to go to the phone and do all the settings again next time I did a recording. This one I can literally just slide a button and just turn it and it'll beep. And I can easily pause it. You won't see that. Or just change the time to a new timer. And it all gets picked up on the mic, hopefully. I don't know why I've got... The person who got me these got me two. One is 135 and stuff. I don't understand why I need that. Maybe if I'm doing a small time challenge, this one's easier. Also, this is easier to pick up a new time if I realise that I have, say, got 10 minutes into a recording and actually not start the timer, because then I can just quickly switch to the 20. Whereas it's a bit more finicky if I've got to suddenly change a phone timing clock, especially if I have to unlock the phone. So that's the new. The next thing that is changing is I found that when I'm playing games with other friends, I have a tendency of peaking on the audio, usually when screaming or getting too excited and becoming too loud. Just in general, I think I get loud when I'm overstimulated. So to try and do that, I went and found what audio levels you might want to record on. I'll probably need to adjust it, but I've now got the audio levels changed on the recording settings, which should hopefully transfer to much better / more full audio enjoyment. I've realised recently, and this is another change, that the music beds I use on the Makes and Does primarily, and also on this, because this should have a music bed for you to listen to, you're getting the same 30 to 40 minutes every video. If you're having that twice a week, because I do one Makes and one Does video, that's the same 30 minutes twice a week every week. To me, that could be detrimental to your enjoyment in the long run. It might be fine because you might come to associate it with something else, but I wanted to give you a bit more. So I'm going to be making extended music beds, and the way that'll work is I'll make, at the moment I've got 4 hours of length planned for each music bed, of which I've got 3 types and then some special ones. So I'm going to have a relaxing music bed, an upbeat music bed, and an atmospheric. Relaxing will be for things where you're just there to watch me do something and chill out. Upbeat will be for more plays like videos where I can't quite, or I don't want to use the background music, but I still want you guys to enjoy it. So I don't know what I could use that for actually. Let's think for an example. Deathloop. If I wasn't listening to the Deathloop background music, I'd probably play the upbeat music bed, and then the atmospheric, which is the third one, would be played behind, say, I'm using it something like that. I'm using the spooky one at the moment, which is going to become part of atmospheric for Among Us, and that's more gets your heart rate racing and makes you sort of on edge, whereas upbeat is more high beats per minute, and really, you might bang your head and your feet to it. So hopefully that'll be good. And the way they work is, because they're 4 hours long, if I do an episode that's 20 minutes long, I can then just move it along 20 minutes, and you'll get the next bit for the next episode. Or I won't probably move it exactly 20 minutes. It depends on the next song in it ends and begins. But yeah, so you'll have like 4 hours, but it'll always be shifting depending on how the episode prior, how long that was. So hopefully that'll make it a bit more varied in your listening experience, which hopefully will make the videos less repetitive, sort of. It'll still be the same 4 hours, but how it changes depends on the episode length. This also has the benefit of it sort of makes the episodes join together audibly. So if you're listening to a playlist, you can sort of take away the first 8 seconds, which is the start page, and then it should just sound like it's come from one episode to the next because of the way it continues on. If I'm allowed to put 4 hours worth of video up, which I think you can potentially, I will be making a visualizer for each one. This is to This is for the same reason as before, which is that I'm putting out my thanks to the original artists, and then you can follow it to them. I'm doing this regardless of what I think is a new YouTube feature, or at least one I've never noticed. So if you ever click on the little button underneath my description that says more information, because someone's got, like me, a lot of lines of information, underneath that, YouTube now has a thing that says music in this video, which seems to be an auto tool, and it tells you all the music it recognises and who's the owner and what license it's under. You can't click on it to go follow it, but it does mean that if I put the visualizer and then put my own thanks in there, and then this music in the video thing is on the end, it's going to be a massive description. So I do apologise, but it's also, like I said, it's sort of me saying thank you, and then YouTube saying, yes, this is the right people to be thanking. I hope that makes sense. Right, so that's all the upcoming plans in terms of changes. My initial plan for the 2022, I'm not saying this is going to be like in the next couple of weeks or the first month. This is just ones I plan on doing at the moment. I've got 7 new series that I want to start playing: Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3, Sekiro, Bloodborne and Demon's Souls. No, you'll notice they're all from Software. I kind of want to get them done before... I want to have played them before Elden Ring, but if I started now, you'd get... What? Elden Ring comes out in February. You get 8 episodes of an X amount of episode thing before Elden Ring came out. So for you, it won't be in time for you to see a full playthrough. But that's that. Also, I'm going to be playing... I have plans to play... No, I can never say this right. Kena? It's Kena, and I think it's Spirit Guide. I got that for Christmas, and it's a fun little one. And it has little tiny creatures that follow you called the Rot. But that I want to play. There's a lot I want to play, but I'm making a very small list here that I will play the From Software games and I will play this Kena game. Also, in 2022, at week 24, so about 3 weeks from now, the Let's Play of The Lost Art of Innkeeping is going to be finishing at episode 19. What will replace it? I don't know. Maybe Among Us will become the main Wednesday output for that, because what was a short series is becoming a lot longer because people have definitely got back into Among Us for now. Maybe it'll also be one of these Dark Souls playthroughs I just talked about. But yeah, so that'll be finishing, and that'll be properly finishing, because I think technically I've played everything I can of that game except for like one aspect of it, which isn't really important considering I think I did 2 and a bit playthroughs of it in the time. But yeah, so 7 new potential series, 1 series ending. I've explained the upcoming changes, and then I've explained the past changes, which should hopefully be phasing in. That is everything of the roadmap. So thank you for listening to me for that. But I do have one last thing that I want to talk about, but not everybody will care about this. So once you know what it is, feel free to skip over it. You can leave the video, go off, find another video, or you can jump over to the outro/end card with the chapter markers, which should be in the description below. I try to make sure there's always the ability to jump through. It's not always the best, but it should be helpful. So let's see, the last thing I want to talk about on this is, did you know that subscription... Let me say this as one thing rather than each word. Did you know that subscription privacy is a setting? So this is a setting that controls if you show up in a channel subscriber list. So you might subscribe to someone and they won't actually know you're subscribed if this setting is off. So for example, I said at the beginning of this video that we have 8 subscribers. If I look at my subscriber list, I can only see 4 subscriber names and the subscription start dates. So that's 4 people who have this setting off. Now, this may be a choice, or it may be that you don't know this setting exists. I didn't know it existed, and I changed mine to on so that people know I've subscribed to them. How to do this is you go to the top right of your profile on YouTube, so you click your little icon, you go down to settings, you select privacy from the left hand menu, and then you should have 2 options, one of which is keep all my subscriptions private. You can either turn this on or off depending on what you want. So if it's off and you want it on, obviously turn it on. I would like to know who you are, but obviously that is for you as the viewer to decide. But yeah, I thought I would just inform you of this option because, like I said, I didn't know it was a thing, and I wanted people to know that I had subscribed to them, not just be a number. So yeah, that is my little last thing, and all the roadmap done. I'm hoping you're all enjoying this. Next goals for the channel, which I should have said earlier, are just to keep producing good content. Well, what I assume is good content. I'm a bit rose-coloured glasses of myself, aren't I? But for now, thank you for listening to me for a good 22 minutes. And hopefully see you in the next video. And if you like what you saw and want some more, why not hit the like button, maybe subscribe, and then check out one of the videos or playlists showing up on the screen. Or why not head over to the channel for even more options. And if you have subscribed, hit the bell on this video or the channel page and get notified every time a new video goes live. But either way, it's bye for now, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!